Here's what happened on the DCI Summer of Learning, presented by Marching Arts Education.
So with this special DCI celebrity guest, turn on your camera and say hello. Drum roll, please. That's appropriate, actually.
Hello, everybody.
There it is, Dennis DeLucia. Everybody say hi to Dennis.
Ta-da!
Yay! Thank you for being here, Dennis.
I could retire now because this whole thing just worked for the first time ever,
It's incredible. Yes, Dennis is now a master of the webinar system.
That's
and
right.
Thank you for going to the trouble to be here tonight. And we wanted to have you here as a special DCI celebrity guest. I think if anybody qualifies, it's you. So thanks for being here. Last week, I had Steve Rondinero on a drum webinar, and tonight I have you on a brass webinar. I think I got that backwards.
I think you got it backwards. By the way, this is danger zone because now I got, all these brass heroes and a drum guy sitting in the middle of it at the same time, I think one of us is in trouble here, either that side or this side, one of us is in trouble.
I think it could be me because I'm kind of in the middle. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, Dennis, next Monday night,
yes,
you're going to be right back here in this same hot seat with Steve Rondinero. So thank you for agreeing to do that.
That's right. He's a little creepy. So, but I think we could get through an hour together. I think after spending 25 years in the broadcast booth together, we'll get through it somehow. But he's a strange dude,
All right. Well, I'm sure he might say the same. But 25 years, that's a lot of history of broadcasting. We're going to be unpacking all of that next week. So everybody pack a lunch and get ready next Monday night. Dennis, what do you want to say to the Cavaliers guys?
Well, first of all, I've watched the Cavaliers going back to the 1960s with the green satin shirts and shakos and plumes and all that. When the Corps would come east, I would definitely go and see them, probably most famously in Jersey City, New Jersey at the Roosevelt Stadium. Always have admired the drum corps. Big time. Larry McCormick's classic drum solo for the Corps in '66, and all the great shows that Gaines and Coder have put together, all the brilliant writing Eric Johnson did for the front ensemble, all the great brass sounds that you guys have created. It's just a drum corps that I've admired for 50 years.
That's a pretty good perspective.
It's a long time.
So you guys, we just have Dennis here to say a quick hello as a DCI celebrity, but do you want to ask him anything before he heads out to start planning for next week's very important webinar with Steve? Anybody have any questions for Dennis?
That's great to have you here, man. Thanks for those kind words.
Thank you.
And we've been a fan of yours. I've been growing up with your voice on those broadcasts. DCI isn't DCI without Dennis DeLucia.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
100%.
Thank you. Freddie, I got to ask you a quick question. 1975, University of South Carolina had this great seminar, and they brought the muchachos down for a 3-day seminar. Were you a part of that?
I was actually a spectator. I was there learning from Jeff Kevitt and those guys about how they play those G-horns.
Okay.
It was a pleasure to see all of those guys up close and personal, because the closest I've ever gotten to them was 25 to 50 yards away, or watching them on an 8mm film that some pirated for us. So
yeah, well, that was a monumental event for us, that's for sure.
Well, it was certainly amazing, and what you guys did for the marching band activity in this part of the country in just that amount of time was astounding. So thank you.
Thank you. It was great, and that was the band directors at University of South Carolina, John Pearson, Tom O'Neill. Those guys were great, and they put a lot of effort, a lot of money into getting the Corps all the way down from Jersey. So it's very cool.
It was an amazing experience. Thank you.
I loved it. So.
All right. Well, Dennis, I appreciate you taking time out to wrangle with the webinar system, which you totally mastered. I appreciate that, and be here tonight. I got to tell you, everybody, I'm like it's really hard for me not to start asking about 200 questions about the Bridgman, but I'm not going to do it because that's not why we're here. But we're going to do that another time. Dennis, can you agree to maybe do that sometime with me?
Anytime you want, Tim. By the way, I admire you and what you're doing with this whole series. It's fantastic.
Well, thank you. It's
really
been really
is.
fun. I mean, I've gotten to talk to and learn from all these really, really smart people from all these different drum corps. So tonight will be no different. So
That's
everybody,
great.
let's bid adieu to Dennis. Dennis, thank you for making your appearance. Can't wait for next Monday night with you and Steve. That's going to be super fun.
My pleasure. Good to
Thanks,
talk
guys.
to all you guys. Freddie, good to see you.
Absolutely.
Find the entire schedule for the DCI Summer of Learning webinar series at marchingartseducation.com/DCI 2020.